of How Not to Bomb. I know you guys, it was very well received on episode one. So, back by popular demand, Bill Brank is here. So, Bill, we're just doing a little test tonight. Uh, Give the audience out there who's listening to the show, who's watching this clip, a little insight of what's going to be on the next episode of the Bill Branca story on How Not to Bomb.
Thank you, Will. You're just a fantastic interviewer, and I got a compliment.
My pleasure, Bill. I appreciate that.
You know, the first one, I felt there were some technical issues and stuff, but this is what we're going to do on the second one. Let's get into a little bit more of the Chris Rock story, okay?
Okay, because there's a lot of Chris Rock going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You know, if you thought those stories with Martin Lawrence were crazy, it's going to be just as crazy with Chris Rock.
So you mean to tell me that there's Chris Rock stories that possibly are going to top the Martin Lawrence stories? Possibly.
Well, yeah, possibly.
Well, that's good. I mean, because people love the Martin Lawrence story. I had a lot of people talk about the Mexico one, the Acapulco one, which was, I think, Tony, when he was in the room, he couldn't believe that. That blew him away. And we've been getting a lot of feedback on that. A lot of feedback on the show was great. They love the show. They wish the video was a little better, which it is now, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Really coming in loud and clear. You got some nice. Now I can see the photos behind you. I think there's a black and white one at the top there. Is that Chris in that photo?
Yeah, I have Chris Rock. I got Chris Rock over here.
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Let me show it to you. This is one. Oops.
We're back, and we're back with Bill Branca.
That was this photo here. It's funny because I have like pictures of Chris Rock. It was promo pictures,
right?
You know, from 1990, through 1997, right. And that you changed. He had some of them. He had the flat top hair.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this was his last one. I think when he did run when he did I'm sorry, I'm having a senior moment.
That's all right. I get them too. That's what happens over 50, 60, we start forgetting about little things.
Okay. This one is really special. I don't know if you could read it.
I can't read it, but I can see it.
Okay, it says to Zia.
That's an
love,
ant.
Chris Rock.
Doesn't Zia mean ant in Italian?
Well, it actually means my daughter.
Oh, is that your daughter's name is Zia?
No, you know what her name is?
What? There we are. Back to Bill Branca in studio.
Her name is Annunziata.
Annunziata, beautiful name.
Do you know what that means in Italian?
I don't know what Annunziata means.
It's the announcement that Mary is giving birth to the Christ baby.
Oh, it was called the Annunziata, the announcement.
Yes.
That's beautiful. What a beautiful name.
Yeah. I gotta tell you something. I watched your thing about the meatballs and the salad.
Oh yeah, the meatball salad. Yeah.
Oh my God. I've been doing that since I was a kid.
We all have.
Everybody eats the meatballs and the salad.
Yeah. That's why I call it the meatball salad. I brought something back that it's like memory food. We remember that shit when we were kids.
Yeah.
I love. How was your Easter, by the way?
It was pretty nice. My kid is hooked on these Neatos.
Neatos.
Yeah. Do you know what Neatos are?
I don't. I've heard of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are they like a figure of some sort?
Neatos are the squishies.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
And the special squishies that that always come back to their form.
Right.
And they sell them retail for like
Right.
$4.99, $5.99, $6.99, but you
For
can't
Nito.
find them.
Oh,
They
okay.
sell them on eBay for $59.
Really?
So, yeah.
So you got a few of them? Were you able to get off the black market? Was it, or how, how'd you get the? You knew a guy
Well,
who knew a guy.
yeah, some of them fell off a truck, but I was able to get her about. I mean, she probably has about 15 or 20 of them right now.
Wow. So it's like a collection. Like people are collecting them, like Furbies or Beanie Babies.
But this is the problem. They're hot right now,
Right.
but in 3 months,
They'll be $4.99 again.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
So
always the case.
So I told her, this is what you do. You go to school, right? And all the kids want these, right? So you get it, you put it in their hand, right? And you say, there's your Nito right there. It's in your hand. You have it, okay?
It's yours. Yes.
I need $15 for it.
Right.
And they're going to say, oh, I could get this for $4.99. Okay,
Try.
go get it for $4.99.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get it. Because if you do get it, you're going to have to wait 2 weeks for the shipping. And then there's always the possibility it's going to be a knockoff.
Right. And it's in your hand right now.
Yeah.
It's in your hand right now. You can actually have it right now for $15 instead of go through all the trouble. And I take credit cards. You should tell her to take credit cards on the phone. Have it ready. Just swipe it.
Yeah.
It's amazing what the generations could do nowadays. But man, when we were young, we didn't have any of that stuff. We played baseball cards. We had that kind of stuff. I mean, I guess there's always something, that
We used to flip cards, remember?
Yeah, got it, need it, got it, need it, got it, need it. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
I think there was a comedian that actually did that. Got it, need it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was great. Well, we're looking forward to having you on the next show.
Mhm.
The part 2 of the Bill Branca story. I mean, you can
Yeah,
come on. Really, Bill, you can come on whenever you want. It's not a big deal. I mean,
Yeah.
we could
Then we can just bullshit like this.
Yeah, this is fun too, and we just air it later.
So I picked up somebody wanted to know why did you have to go to Mexico City when
Right.
Acapulco had the airport right there?
Oh yeah, that's true. Why is that? Are we going to talk about that? Or you want to let us know now?
Well, I can let you know now.
Okay, why? So why? Okay, I'm going to guess why. Let me just see if I can think logically for a second.
Mhm.
I would think maybe you were afraid to go to the Acapulco, thinking that they were there waiting for you.
You are correct.
Yeah, I would think so. That's criminal minds right there. That's what I would.
Well,
think.
you remember we sent Stacy back to the hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and you remember Stacy, right?
Sure.
Yeah, she was my
Your assistant.
Very bright girl, very pretty girl. We were connected at the hip, and she learned everything from me.
Right.
So when she went to the hotel, we didn't have cell phones. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that. When he got off stage, we went into the dressing room and we barricaded ourselves in there. But Stacy called us. She went back to the hotel, called us, and she said, Bill, these federales are here in the airport. I mean, here in the hotel.
Yeah,
and
you had to get the fuck out of Dodge. Yeah.
So they're waiting for us to come back. Because that one guy, when he approached me and said, you're Martin's agent, where's Martin? And I was quick. I says, oh, we left. He went back to his the hotel. So then they went to the hotel. We had some free time at the venue to figure out what we're going to do.
So let me ask you this. When Martin Lawrence would check into a hotel, would he go under his real name or would it an assumed name?
When I was with him,
yeah,
we used pretty much his name in the beginning.
So anybody can just call the hotel and say, "Can I have Martin Lawrence's room?"
Yeah, but we changed it. Okay.
That's funny.
But I could give you a heads up here.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, from the very beginning, always had a what do you call that? A pseudonym?
Yes, and I assume, yeah, different name, pseudonym.
Yeah. And you know what that was?
I'd love to know what that was.
I doubt he's still using it today, but he might. But let me take a shot at it. Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang. That's great.
From the Rocky movies.
That's funny. You know what Dice used to go by?
You
His
know what?
assumed name? Eddie
What?
Brill.
Eddie Brill?
The comedian Eddie Brill. He would use Eddie Brill's name in every fucking hotel they would go to back in the day. And people must have go, who the fuck is Eddie Brill?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just texting somebody. So we're gonna keep the people waiting, but a few things we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about Chris. So on the next episode, we're gonna talk about Chris Rock. We're gonna get in depth about Chris Rock.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in depth about more of your life, about what's going on now in your life, and
Sure.
what it's like to have a family, and what you had to go through a little bit of what you had to go through to get to where you are today, to be at peace with who you are, and not everything is about the power and the position. Sometimes it's about the little things that matter in life. It's not always about the power and the position.
Yeah, and we'll get into a little bit more of behind the scenes at a William Morris type agency, at a top agency, like what the agents, are doing during the daytime. And then, of course, when they leave the office and they go to the club or they go to the restaurant or they go to the venue, they have to put on a different persona. But when they're at the office, it's
the inside. What do they really think about the talent? Things like that. When they have to go to a showcase that night, what they really feel, and after they see the comedian and whoever it was, how they feel on the way out of there, and then what do they say at the water cooler the next day? The little things behind the scenes. I want to get into more with you, Bill, on that stuff.
Okay.
That's what people really want to hear. The inside, because a lot of comedians listen to the show. I mean, it's just the way it is. It's a very competitive market. Mm-hmm. Now Wheels has another podcast, and here, and I'm getting Bill Branca on the show, who had the hottest comedians. Why wouldn't they be listening?
Yeah.
So people are listening to the show. I think in a couple of days, I think we should do it. In a couple of days, we'll just wing it. We'll do it. Doesn't matter what time. We'll do it like this. And we're going to do a part 2 with Bill Branca. And you got to stay tuned. Are you ready for it, Bill?
I'm absolutely ready for it. And I'm so much more at ease because my communication equipment.
Yeah. And you sound much, and we'll do another test that night before, but right now you're sounding good. You're looking good. And you're pacing yourself nicely. And we're going to have a great show. So stay tuned to How Not to Bomb, part 2 of the Bill Branca story, coming up in a few days. I'll let everybody know when it's going to be. Okay. And, we'll get back into it. We got I'm going to have some questions for you, Bill, that I'm going to ask you. And, that I didn't prepare myself enough for it. I will this time, because there are some questions I want to ask you. And I know there's a lot of people looking for some answers on other stuff. So we're going to get into it. Bill Branca part 2. This is just a little tease, everybody. We'll get out of here, Bill. I'll talk to you. Stay where you are, and I'm going to just stop here, and then we're going to move forward. But stay right there, Bill. Nice to see you, by the way.
Thank you.